Hola, hola, hola. It's MeMeCherry here. And it's funny because these tales from the deep end, they were inspired by this episode that's coming up now. You're hearing my voice because this is Editing Mimi telling you that I apologize for the audio quality of this podcast. It's not my usual clean microphone quality because the audio file was lost during the production of this show, aka my now former assistants. One of them closed the computer and did not save the audio file. Happens to the best of us. I did hire an audio engineer to clean up the camera audio as much as possible. This is the best that we could do. I apologize, but I really had so much fun with Craig and I worked so hard on this episode. So please head on over to the YouTube. It will have closed captions. It might make it easier, but enjoy.
And we've learned this through every Disney movie we've ever watched, like every children's book, like Little Engine That Could. It's just yeah, totally. And it's that.
I call it my pragmatic delusion.
Wait, explain that. What is pragmatic delusion like?
Yes, because you need a little delusion to make it, especially in entertainment. But I also believe that to have a long-standing career in entertainment, you have to be pragmatic too. And so I call it pragmatism.
So the pragmatism means
you have to be a little real in your delusion. You have to be, for as delusional as you are, you also have to accept your limitations. You have to accept where you are. You have to take the no's for as much as you take the yes. I can't live by the comments because you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events, a series of fortunate events.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate Events podcast, brought to you by it's still me, MeMeCherry, and I'm joined today by...
My name is Craig Worley.
And you are?
The chef owner of June's Pizza in West Oakland.
Bam, 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 bam. You are, when I think of resilience, community, and pizza perfection, I think June's Pizza. Wow. Named winner of East Bay's Best New Restaurant, December 2024. Congratulations.
Who was aware that?
Oh.
Not that it exists. Wow, that's awesome.
And what is your personal connection to pizza? What made you fall in love with it?
My connection with pizza comes from a lot of places. It started being from Connecticut. I think there's the pizza culture there is incredibly strong. So I was moving to California. I thought I had something good to contribute to the conversation. But really, what it was is it's a career spent chasing Michelin stars, or so I thought, trying to work my way up the chain, fine dining. And getting a little disillusioned with it after a while. Really understanding, becoming self-aware of the fact that I'm not that fancy.
Oh.
I love hard work. I dig the attention to the minutia in fine dining, the obsessive cleanliness and military standards that I love that. To me, it's good business. But when it comes to the actual food being served, who it's being served to, that 1%, that 0.01%, after a while, I was just like, what am I doing? This isn't how I like to. I'm only cooking for this small of a subset. And then I started thinking about pizza. It's perfect food.
Yeah.
To feed 99% of people.
Yeah.
And then also it's something I could really wrap my head around building a business around. Whether it be my own limitations or what have you. But what we have going here is so simple because that's all I can organize. Yeah. 2 pizzas, that's all I can order for. That's all I can arrange a staff to do. So call it, I don't know what you call it, but this is the most I can do. It turns out it's going okay.
Yeah, you just made me think of the movie The Menu.
Oh Oh,
Did you see that movie?
Yeah, that horror.
Yes, when he asks the couple that are like his returning guests what their favorite dishes are, and they couldn't answer because they didn't really care. And you just made me think of that, like when you're talking about like, you know, that you're feeding these people that kind of like, you're feeding people, but it doesn't feed you.
Yeah. No, I would say this is feeding me.
Yes. So talk to me. You came onto my algorithm because you have been. It feels like pivoting into the social media of it all. You were on some other podcast interviews that came to my algorithm. I slid into your DMs. I was like, "Do you want to be on my podcast?" And you were very generous, and you said yes. Talk to me about that. Is that intentional? Was that by accident that you stumbled into like social media as a strategy for your business, or is it just kind of like by happenstance? It just happened.
I think social media is kind of the way now. You know, that's the currency.
Yeah.
But I think deeply about it. You know, what my approach is as a business, or what is my approach going to be. You know, first and foremost, marketing starts with, is your product killer?
Sure.
And if I could talk to anyone in marketing, not that I have qualifications to do so, but I'd be like, all right, well, is your product dope? Are you making everyone else wish they thought of what you thought of? You know, start there. Put a great product into the world, and then I found that everything kind of falls into place around.
Yeah.
But our hard work starts here with the dough, with
Yeah.
the pizza.
Yeah.
And then I just have to like show it on Instagram. Don't add any more fluff around it. No fire emojis. No, hey, come hit this. This is lit.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
Just show it and let people do with that information what they will.
My mom was like, "Oh my god, that pizza looks good."
Yeah, great. Yeah, and that way people get to, they use their mouth more.
Yeah.
They become these walking billboards for us.
Yeah.
And that's the marketing game.
Yeah.
Grassroots, word of mouth, just show the goods on Instagram. That's kind of what I'm using. From there, it's just all the goods.
Yeah. So that's a success. You did along the way also face some ginormous Trojan horse style struggles by being shut down. Talk to me about, that's where to me the resilience comes in. Walk me through the reopening process. What did that teach you about perseverance?
That it's everything.
Yeah.
Perseverance is everything.
Yeah.
I think with podcasts as well. You will have a great thing going. You will succeed if you just keep doing these things.
That's what I keep saying.
You know, it's like, and we've learned this through every Disney movie we've ever watched. You know, like every children's book, like Little Engine That Could. It's just like, yeah, totally. And it's that.
I call it my pragmatic delusion.
Wait, explain that. What is pragmatic delusion like?
Yes, because you need a little delusion to like make it, especially in entertainment. But I also believe that to have a long-standing career in entertainment, you have to be pragmatic too. And so I call it pragmatism.
So the pragmatism means
you have to be a little real in your delusion. You have to be, for as delusional as you are, you also have to accept your limitations. You have to accept where you are. You have to take the no's for as much as you take the yes. I can't live by the comments because you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Because if I put balance in the good ones, you do so much balance in the bad ones, all that stuff. And so that's where the pragmatic comes in. But the delulu is me sliding into your DMs and being like, yo, you want to be on my show?
calling.
Yes! And just, I am that girl.
Yeah. Just be that girl.
Yes.
You know, it's, and, okay, you touched on a lot of things. Knowing what your limitations are doesn't have to mean you can't do something great.
No, exactly. It actually, to me, it can give you the path to how far you can go.
Right. It gives you a voice too.
Yes.
Everyone's got a different set of limitations.
Yes.
And the ones who can make something great within their limitations, that's who I'm going to keep.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no chefs who are really inspiring, but it's other creatives in the world. Like certain filmmakers or comedians or musicians who are creating something beautiful in these really simple ways because they didn't have a lot of funding or whatever. Those are the things that get me going. So yeah, limitations, it's that's not a bad thing. Everyone who ever listens to this, like, if you feel like you have limitations, just like, good. It's gonna force me. So our limitations are space, the shipping container,
Yeah.
simple menu, but it's like, cool, give us a little look.
Yeah.
Something for people to grab onto and make a remark about.
Yeah.
That's why we're looking up. I'm different than your average pizzeria. It's just that's all.
Take me back to opening day. We're in the time machine. We're literally first day that you opened Jim's Pizza. What was the first order?
Yeah, this location or
The first day.
Okay, so the backstory is we had this little shipping container operation a couple blocks from here. COVID hit. This is 2020, and I just had to open up for takeout because that's all we could do. It was me and two friends, and I spray painted quick signs at the time of anything else stuck into the fence.
Very similar to.
Yeah, that's the same style. And someone was walking by and just Chris is all the time still. Hey, what's going on here? We're making pizza. He's like, okay, I'll have a margarita pizza.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just like, here you guys are shaking. Here's the pizza.
You give money now.
Yeah, and then we're the drug. We sold pizza guys. Like, we did it.
So that was your first pizza?
Yeah.
The margarita pizza.
Yeah, the same style we do it now.
So you are in your shipping container, you get shut down. Talk to me about finding out that you were shut down. What did that feel like? What take me through that day. You get the phone call, "Woo!
Yeah.
You're shut down."
Yeah, it was so
Do you like throw up? What happens?
I cried. I was.
Oh, you cried?
Yeah, I cried. Yeah.
Oh. It sounds sick, but I swear it's from good intentions. Your lips need to cry.
Oh yeah. It's good.
So you cried?
So what happened? My mom wasn't doing too well. So I was in Connecticut, seeing her at the time. So I had to. It's just me and my folks around. She showed up at the time, so I had to shut down. So Health Inspector came, City Inspector, awesome neighbors at the time. So Gucci, they were us.
What is going on over there?
You're not even on our list. You applied for no permits. You did nothing. You just opened, and they just like note on our door that said shut down. I got the text from neighbor, Washington. He's like, shut up, and we were shut down. And but it was a long time coming.
Yeah.
Like it was like this running joke, like we're just gonna ride this thing until it's fall off.
You got away with it for as long as you could.
Yeah, it was a pop-up that just gained too much momentum for it to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which is not a bad thing.
it's not bad. I was left with a lot of questions though.
So what was the journey to rebuilding, to reopening?
It was about 3 years after that. Every single day from
Really?
that moment, I was just
3 years?
yeah. I was like, can I?
3 years?
Mhm.
You really wanted to do this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay, talk to me.
Well, it started like, okay, can I rebuild the original spot to code? And then I found out, no, I cannot. Not in the space, not the utilities that are there, for many reasons. So I just spent a long time trying to do that. I was talking 6 months, walking through that, and that I could. Then I'm just hitting the ground, circulating Oakland, for lease sign, for rent sign, probably stuck my head in 50 different spaces over the course of the 2 years. And just slowly learning how to build a machine, okay, to assemble a team of people, architects, where just started building it slowly. Eventually, we found the space, plans to build the space.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the hardest thing on one's ego was trying to raise money. That was like cold calling people, just getting laughed out of the room. Why are you trying to open a pizzeria instead of not being prepared? And yeah, so the shows. All right. Hey,
Are you guys open?
we open 4 o'clock on Wednesday.
Oh, well, see, I love that. Capture that.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
You going?
I love that.
Yeah. Habits. Which is weird because you can't find us. Like, I guess they just. There's no sign here.
I know.
There's literally no sign. Like,
I know, that's so awesome. I love that. That's so great. I know I took a picture of outside of like the red door. It's like, it makes me think of like back in the 80s and the 90s, Elizabeth Arden, the red door. And it's just so iconic, just like this red door standing in the middle of nowhere, like it's behind that door. So you go, you assemble your army, you reopen, you get back in business. What has been the rose and the thorn of being a chef owner of June's in West Oakland?
Yeah, it's just having a lot of people have entered my life in a huge rush all of a sudden.
So it's the rose or the thorn? Oh, it's just the entire plant.
Yeah, well, it's like, because, right, I was so broke, I was so down and out for so long that like, your phone doesn't ring when you're down and out. No one wants to listen. Once you get in motion, it's like, hey, what do you
Back then they didn't want me, now they all about me.
Yeah. So now it's a lot of people every day, like, touching me, Craig, like, hey, I'm like, who are you? You know, and you're sick, calling me by my first name. But I have to give some energy to you while I'm trying to work, and it's cool. I'm so grateful for this, but also like, geez, it's exhausting. It's like 20, 30 people a day, just like who just want to like touch my arm, give me a hug, like say my name. Hey, remember when I came in the one time I said that you should get an IPA on the menu, and I'm like, oh, God, okay. Did you remember me? You remember me? No.
That's why I always say that whenever I see people, I always say nice to see you instead of nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Even if I've never met them before, because you just never know.
No, but this is, as I'm talking about this is shitty of me. Like, these are glorious things.
It's not shitty, it's human.
It's just.
I mean, even Britney Spears, she wrote a song about it, You Want a Piece of Me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to be in demand. It's not easy to wear the crown. Like, heavy as the head to wear the crown.
But I don't know, is this a crown or am I just like
Owner is a crown.
It's a public facing business. Like I wear a crown like a cashier at Burger King wears a crown. Someone that people see every day.
They wear crowns, I wear a crown, everybody has a crown. It's just how heavy is it?
Yeah.
And when you have responsibilities and you have payroll and you have people pulling at you, Craig, that crown is just a tiny bit heavier. It might be made out of card paper,
Yeah.
you know, the cardboard, but it's still a heavy crown. And so I want to acknowledge the very heavy.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think just kind of learning to deal with that in my life is cool. Like a challenge and also a blessing. Learning to prioritize self.
Yes.
Like taking time to sleep.
How does Craig take care of himself?
Not very well lately. I'm trying to just get to bed. I like hanging out in the dining room by myself late at night and just taking a minute to just decompress from the day. This morning stuff. There's a radio show I like to listen to called Prayer and Companion.
I know that show.
Yeah, Garrison Kid. I just like to listen to him and sit here and just think.
This tracks.
Yeah.
This feels very U-coded.
Really?
I don't know what it's tracks. It's feeling very U-coded.
Yeah.
Craig, are you ready to play a fun little game with me?
Let's do it.
I'm calling do we have time for a game? It's beautiful. Sweet production assistant, do you want to hand me my buckets, please? So I created a game just for you, Craig. I call this Mystery Pizza Challenge. We have some buckets here. We have some things in the buckets. We're gonna play with these things in the buckets. That sounded weird, but it's not as weird sounding.
Do you need some tailspin movies?
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. So, should I have you open these?
I like
No. Is this triggering?
hundreds of times.
There we go. You're the talent. You're not supposed to be doing it. Okay, so Craig, Mystery Pizza Challenge. I have some buckets here. I have some buckets with our base. Some of them have crust, some of them have sauce. We have toppings, and we have secret ingredients. And these range from your classicos to your, what the heck? And we're gonna make maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 fun little pizzas.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with, what do we start with, Craig?
Start with the base.
So which base are we starting with?
Okay.
We have our crust and we have our sauce. Which one are you pulling into first?
I would say crust.
There you go. So pull out a little slip, put it on the table. Beautiful. What is our first pizza
I say
crust?
crust, deep dish.
We have a deep dish. Okay. Our deep dish pizza is gonna have what kind of sauce?
Alright,
I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what kind of sauce it's gonna have. We have
barbecue sauce.
We have barbecue sauce on a deep
Dude.
dish. So now let's pull one standard topping out of our standard topping bucket.
Now, this is very Alright.
You like the
Basil.
production value?
Yeah, basil.
Okay, now we go for a wild topping.
Okay. So far that could work. Basil's nice and barbecue sauce. Gummy bears.
And then a
Sweet,
secret
unexpected.
ingredient.
So I'm already thrilled because the barbecue, that's two very sweet things on a pizza. You know? But alright. Crunch factor, crushed Doritos.
So Craig, let's run through our deep dish barbecue sauce. This is the first one. This is our first monster pizza.
Yeah.
Deep dish barbecue sauce, basil, gummy bear, crushed Doritos.
Yeah.
What are we calling this
This is
pizza?
the stone 15-year-old.
Stoner 15-year-old delight. Okay, that feels like that child was made during an afternoon delight.
Yeah.
Let's start with another crust.
Alright, so this is it. We're creating pizzas and naming them.
Yes.
That's it. Alright, let's go.
And then maybe we magically come up with one that you really, really like, maybe you can put it on the menu.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Classic crust Sicilian. Alright.
Sicilian.
Cool. Sicilian pie.
Our sauce. Our
White
sauce.
sauce.
Sauce. We need our sauce.
Mole.
Oh, Sicilian with mole. I think we're losing the plot already.
No, but I mean, we could just get into some kind of like Oaxacan tlayuda kind of thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Swashbuckler, or red onions. That's
What
working.
kind of-
That's working.
Our wild topping.
Okay.
And then our secret ingredient
Alright.
that always
Unconventional toppings, mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and mole can work pretty well.
Oh, we're still we've got our chef excited.
Yeah.
And now we have the curveball.
Yeah. Like, crushed Ritz
Crushed
crackers.
Ritz crackers.
Alright.
So our Sicilian, mole, red onion, mac and cheese, crushed Ritz crackers pizza.
What's the name of that?
Yeah, what are we calling this?
Oh my goodness.
And they all can't just be stoned 15-year-olds.
Yeah, this one's called.
This was a stoned 21-year-old.
No, this one's called the Farewell to Arms.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got. That's it.
I like it.
Alright.
How do we feel? One more?
Yes.
Okay, one more. One more.
Let's see what we got here. How did you do all this? This is so much pizza. So much pizza. Cornbread crust. Damn.
I put a lot of hard work into my productions.
White garlic sauce. Okay.
Seamus is also a security guard. So you're seeing security guard Seamus right now. So we have cornbread crust,
Cornbread crust.
white garlic sauce, olive.
Yeah.
Oh, and you forgot your wild topping.
Yes, sir. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken, olives, white garlic sauce, cornbread crust.
Yeah, all of this is, it's doing something. This could work.
It's turning you on just a little bit.
It's flaming hot Cheeto dust. Yeah.
What are we calling her?
This is Paula Dean took a trip to the corner store.
Paula Dean's Corner Store.
Yeah. It's tight.
All right. Craig, you know what this means? We've reached our first commercial break.
Okay.
So that means you at home enjoy this probably semi-gay break. You get to stick around, and we'll be right back.
Hi, hola, bonjour. It's MeMeCherry, your friendly neighborhood podcaster, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the sponsor of our show, Neil Does Art. Thank you, Neil Does Art, for sponsoring SOFE Pod and MeMeCherry Productions. At neildoesart.com, you're going to find a full range of Eastern Sierra photography-inspired art. It's accessible art, art for all. And if you're anything like me and you like stickers, we love stickers around here. You can get some cute stickers like this. She looks like she's got something to tell you. She's looking at you like, you know you're 5 minutes late and you were supposed to be here 30 minutes ago. That's what she's saying. Then we have this cute little deer who's kind of like, hey, Beach, we saw you from across the bar. And then this little squirrel moment that's very much giving you, hey beach! Thank you, Neil Does Art, for sponsoring the show. Check them out, neildosart.com. Use promo code CHERRY for 10% off.
I've been trying to make Instagram worthy type stuff. I actually applied for, you know, the British Bake Off?
Yeah.
They're the producer for doing the American version.
Oh, cool.
So I applied for it. Not yet, but I've been trying to flood my social media with nice fancy things.
Yeah, because you think that plays a big part in who they're picking.
Of course.
People go in with fully formed brains already.
Of course, especially the American one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm cute, you know, because the British one, they like the interesting people. The Americans, they like the cute people. So, hi, we're back. I'm here with Craig, chef owner of Jim's Pizza. And if you've been following me on social media, you know that I like to bake. I do like to bake. It is just like a passion of mine. It helps me stay sane. It helps me feed community. It really does bring me a lot of joy. And it does kind of like keep my ADD brain happy because I get to try new things. And speaking of new things, so in the last 14 months, I lost about 50 pounds. Part of the sobriety journey, I traded alcohol for, we were talking earlier about me being 11 months sober. I traded basically alcohol for the gym. Okay. And I say all that to say that I've been exploring with high protein, beautiful baked goods. Okay. So not only are these pretty and yummy baked goods, but they're also high in protein.
What makes them high in protein?
So I do a lot of swapping out with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chia seeds, etc., oat flour. So they have those kinds of swap outs to make them high protein. So I'm also from Puerto Rico originally. So these are Puerto Rican inspired in one way or another. So I have Mallorcas. When you go to a bakery in Puerto Rico, you get like this sweet bread, but I'm calling them sunset Mallorcas because if you...
Am I going for it?
Yes, go in there. Do like a tear, and you're gonna get like a cross cut of like a sunset on the inside in theory. So like, yeah. You see the cronus coming.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's freeze dried fruit on the inside.
Oh, cool.
Just give it a taste. Give it a taste. Give it a taste.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Fantastic.
Out of 5, what do you give it?
I love the flavor. I love the texture. Ooh, there's a little, like, bitter. I got tartness as well.
Yeah, from the fruit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a little raspberry in there too, and mango and strawberry in the freeze dried fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I give it a 4. It's a little dry.
I love the
I'm not gonna lie.
illness, yeah.
But it's freaking good though, and all I want is a cup of coffee. But yeah.
Well, you get to keep the rest.
Well,
And so then over here, we continue in the land of Puerto Rico. And
I'm gonna cut you off. I also only
Yeah.
ordered 4 because I want to give room for
growth.
growth.
I love that. No, we love that.
Yeah, because who knows what you're about to show me. 8 out of 5, and this is like all she's better than what she know already.
So I mentioned that I'm sober. So this is piña colada, but there's no rum in it.
Nice.
So it's a piña colada cupcake, also high protein, and it has passion fruit on the inside.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna put this mic down.
Yeah, put the mic down. Here, I'll hold it up for you.
Yeah. So these are interesting cupcake
Holders.
So
You probably need like a spoon.
yeah, which could I have a fork right there?
Yes.
And one second.
That's what I forgot to bring you. What's
I got you.
little utensil?
Yeah. That'll work.
Sorry. You can't take me anywhere.
No, this is bomb. What's on top?
So we have toasted coconut on top.
Uh-huh.
We have a pineapple wheel, a little mint, a little rose petal, a little edible gold, and then there's some passion fruit with a little bit of Greek yogurt on the inside.
Yeah.
And then coconut and pineapple cake.
I love this.
High protein.
Passion fruit inside.
Yee.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. This is great. Like, they're both great, but I'm enjoying this more, so like, this is now 4 or 5.
Yay!
Because I can just eat the crap out of this. But
Well, good thing you have another one.
like, why it's not a 5 is like, what's going on here? It's stuck to the side there. I
Oh,
couldn't pop it out with cooking,
yes.
you know?
So it's more of like okay, it needs to be able to pop out.
But this is bomb. Yeah, so good. All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we got
Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
You got my back.
Well,
All right, so chef rates my baked goods. We have 4 out of 5 and 4 out of 5.
Same thing?
Same thing.
oh, cool.
Yes, I just brought you extra.
Ah, so nice, thank you. Like, I'm serious. We've been working so much, like, we're all, like, craving sweets. Like, we can't, like, our blood sugar feels low. Like,
Yeah.
so these things just,
Oh yeah.
it's-
Well, I keep doing small batches, and so I'll just have you on my drop-off line.
Let's go.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's go back. We talked a little bit about your social media and your brand building. It obviously didn't happen by accident. I want to ask you some silly questions down this line.
Uh-huh.
Your Instagram page gets hacked, and the hacker only posts chaotic, unhinged messages about June's Pizza. What are these posts?
What would they be?
Uh-huh.
That would really, like, make my blood boil.
Uh-huh.
They would be like, we're now working with DoorDash.
Oh!
Or like, hey, are they sponsor of yours?
No.
Sorry.
But you know.
Yeah, now open for reservations and DoorDash. That would, to falsely, that would open up.
So you should do that for April Fools.
Oh my God, that would be a mess. That's a mess that would never get undone. There'd be a year of people like calling, like, but it said.
But it said reservations. I have it right here on my phone. Yeah, there's this brand, PopFlex. I'm in PopFlex 90% of the time. They kind of do these like cute kind of like workout clothes.
Okay.
And they almost got me today. I almost forgot that it was the first. And so they put this post of like new item must have. And it's these leggings with this cut out in them.
Oh man.
So you just see like butt crack.
Oh nice.
And for half a second I was like, ooh.
But it was
But it was an April Fool's joke. I was like, man, I almost forgot it was April 1st. So your Instagram hacker hacks the page. The worst thing they do is say we're not taking reservations.
Yeah, if you really wanted to.
And we're on
mess
DoorDash.
my life up. Yeah.
You're describing June's Pizza in 3 emojis. What are they?
3 emojis would be, there's like ones I use constantly, which is like this one.
Okay, pondering.
Yeah, airplane taking off.
Okay.
And, yeah, for some reason, a cruise ship, like an old 1920s cruise ship emoji that's on there for some reason. I was picturing like my grandma getting off a ship in New York from like Italy.
Okay.
When they came, yeah, for some reason that's popping into my head.
I
Something about
love
heritage
this.
is there,
That is the best answer. I would have not expected that. I love that.
yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Thanks.
What's the weirdest and funniest DM you've ever gotten about your pizza? And you can put your phone.
Where's DM?
Or funniest. Or you can both. What's the weirdest and funniest?
People asking me if my sous chef is single.
Oh.
See, he's a good looking guy, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got just asking for a friend. Does he see anyone? I'm like, let me ask, and then just kidding, it's me.
Of course,
yeah, those are.
For a friend is always that person.
Yeah.
So that's the weird. Would you qualify that as weirdest or funniest?
That's pretty funny.
So what's the weirdest then?
Weirdest would be like.
Mimi getting into my DMs asking to be on a podcast.
Yeah, no, that's tight. I was like, hell yeah, let's roll. The weirdest would be. Okay.
Yes.
A lot of podcasters and bloggers out there,
Yes.
which I love. One of them just started with, "Hey, I'd love to collaborate on something," and the word, I don't know if you use this for collaborate.
You're in demand today.
Hang on one second.
Yeah.
Let's go. Did they have a question? Yeah.
Shame it. Don't scare people.
Yeah, you
though.
just gotta be nice to them. That's the only thing. You gotta lay them down gently. You know, just like, hey, we're not open.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, Wednesday at 4. Hope to
Yeah.
see you then. So, we like that too.
Weirdest DM.
Oh yeah, these collaborators want to collaborate, meaning like, how are we collaborating? Like, I'm doing tons of work here, and like, it doesn't feel like a collaboration. One, so it's a weird word to use vloggers out there, I would back away from like telling restaurants you're going to collaborate with them. 'Cause it doesn't.
Oh no, I specifically say I want to book you,
That's tight.
and I use booking because I come with money in hand.
That's you don't have to do that, by the way.
I know, but
Very cool.
I do it on purpose, and it's
That's
part of
tight.
my mission statement.
We'll do something special with that too. We'll do something like that. It's the unexpected money, so we'll do something with that.
I mean,
That's really.
no, yeah.
But so somebody has to collaborate and then ask me for $800.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not. I don't need this.
Yeah.
You know, it's a kind of an audacious thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, right? Because there's like a fine line between like, good on you for having the balls, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Their balls are a little too big.
yeah.
If you could hire one famous person to do a totally ridiculous, over-the-top commercial for June's, who would it be and what do they say?
Like they were the actor in it or to direct it?
To be the face, to be in the commercial. And like, you know.
Oh man. You know who's real cool? Is Javier Bardem.
Yes.
What a guy.
And is he just sitting at the counter eating
Just
pizza?
looking badass.
Yeah.
And just-
Yeah, I feel like that he's just eating the pizza. Like he's not even really
Yeah, that's the commercial.
Yeah.
It's just Javier Bardem looking great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
June's Pizza. And it's just a slow shot.
Yeah.
It starts with his hands
Oh,
and it just slowly pans out.
yeah.
And then it just keeps panning out. And it just keeps panning. And then it pans out the door and then it pans to the side.
Yeah.
June's Pizza.
That'd be-
Cut, print. If June's Pizza, excuse me. If June's Pizza had an underground off menu, only the real ones know about its secret pizza. What's on this secret pizza?
I would. We've done stuff like this, where like we made staff meals. Have you ever seen a quesadilla made where they put the cheese flat on the flat top and on top of that, like they let the cheese like
Almost
really-
becomes its own
yeah,
little
then you can
convenience.
flip it. So we made pizzas like that where we would like put cheese all around it. So like the cheese like created this cheese web around it in the oven and we pulled it out of the oven like that.
Drooling right now.
That would that.
What are we calling it?
I think it'd just be like ask for it dirty. Like the secret menu thing, like
Domino dirty!
Yeah.
Domino
Burnt
dirty!
cheese.
Yes. You're assembling an Ocean's 11 style heist team made entirely of pizza makers. What's the mission? And who's on your crew?
And they have to be pizza makers.
Or whoever. You're assembling your Ocean's 11 style heist team, period. Who's in it? And what's the mission?
Gosh. All right.
The questions only get more unhinged from here.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, do I get political with this?
No.
Or not? I don't think so.
I have fun with it.
Ah. Oh my gosh. Usually good at this stuff.
Or we can go to the next one.
Let's come back to that. Let me
Yeah.
remember on that for a second.
You know, I say you get one skip.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to you. That's your skip.
Cool. All right.
Skip. Here's your last hard one. You have to give your business philosophy a tagline, but it's gonna sound like a movie trailer. June's Pizza. Fill in the blank.
June's Pizza. Something about not using technology. Something about being analyzed. June's Pizza.
You're there. I can feel it. I can taste
Yeah.
it.
June's Pizza.
June's Pizza.
Uh,
Turning its back on
Turning-
digital.
yeah, turning its back on tech.
Yeah.
Bringing
One pizza at a time.
Yeah, bringing analog to the future. No more ticket printers.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, we don't have ticket printers and we don't use apps.
Really?
So that's our thing.
Talk to me about that.
It's,
It feels very intentional.
oh, it's very intentional.
Talk to me. I love anything that's intentional.
Well, it's like instead of printing a ticket out after you punch the order in, we get a ticket, we clip it to that zip line right there,
Yeah.
and we shoot it down to the other end where they start making it. It's analog. And it just gives us an opportunity to have a really organized system that everyone can see.
Yeah.
We can't break it.
Yeah.
And it's like a theater. You know, kids love it.
Yeah.
People love it. Kid all stuff. It's,
Tactile.
yeah, really touching.
I love that. I'm a very touchy person. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Are you ready for another game?
Let's do it.
It's a very simple pizza trivia. Just quick fire. What's the most popular pizza topping in the U.S.? You got it. Which country consumes the most pizza per capita?
U.S.
Italy. Which famous pizza chain introduced stuffed crust pizza in 1995, the year I moved to San Francisco?
If it's not Pizza Hut, then it's Little
You got it.
Caesars. It's Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, you got it. Trust your instinct, except for our countries. What type of oven is traditionally used for Neapolitan pizza?
Fire, don't.
You got it. What is the technique called when you toss pizza dough into a round? Wait, the question has the answer in it, Mariana. That's your other gimme.
You get a skip too.
Yes, that's my skip. Last but not least, which cartoon features 4 ninjas obsessed with deep dish pizza?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, Craig, talk to me. What's next for June's Pizza? What's next for you? Any new things? It feels like it's rotating, right, all the time. So newness is just part of June's Pizza.
Yeah. I'm trying to invest my time and energy into storytelling, just producing videos, just filming.
Well, I just started a production company.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. We can talk to you about that. But yeah, just trying to.
MeMeCherry Productions is an LLC now.
Oh, cool.
As of a month ago.
How has that transition been?
I mean, it's very much a.
Yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell stories. We do so much cool stuff. We're getting our ingredients from such special places.
That mini documentary that's a collaboration.
Yeah, yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That made me even more excited.
Thank you. Yeah.
Talk to me about that process of like shooting of like a short documentary style film with somebody like that, bringing them into the fold like that, bringing them into your process.
Yeah.
You took them to the pig farm. I mean, like.
Yeah, well, he took us to his pig farm.
Oh.
That was Tim with River Dog Farm. He owns that farm.
Oh, okay.
We work with them as much as we can, which is all our specials. Oftentimes, River Dog and all the ingredients.
I mean, you took the camera guy.
Oh yeah, Marco. Marco.
Who I reached out to it.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
that's great. Basically, I met him and we just started shooting around ideas for this video, and he took my vision, what I wanted, and his expertise on it, and we came up with this video.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to tell stories about here, and we're trying to just invest time and energy into doing that.
Before we fully wrap up, you are in West Oakland. You are very passionate about being in West Oakland. When we look at mainstream media, there's a lot of like, oh, scary San Francisco, scary Oakland. Talk to me about your intentionality about being in West Oakland and feeding the community that is West Oakland.
Yeah, thanks for asking, because I'll talk about West Oakland every chance I can.
I know.
The place, it's a fantastic place to be. The narrative that it's going down a doom loop where it's incredibly dangerous. That's not the only thing going on here. In fact, it's been a shine taken off of all the great things it's has to offer. I'm just surrounded by amazing creative people here all the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't have built this without the immediate residents of West Oakland helping out. There's so many metalworkers and carpenters and artists and just incredible folks all around who just participated in building this, constantly bouncing ideas off of. I'm just surrounded by their work too, just to look at, and on top of that, there's tons of people living here who want food, and we're trying to fill that void. And goes back to that pizza conversation. I can feed all kinds of people.
Yes. Yeah.
This is for everyone.
It's the antithesis of the 1%.
Yeah. So the Instagram likes or whatever, if someone's liking me from North Carolina or Australia, that's great. But
It's cute, but.
what I'm really concerned about is how many people are coming in the door every day.
And make sure you're nice to them.
Yeah. And because those are the likes, if you will, that really matter. So
Yeah.
far, people come to the door.
Yeah.
And they live all around here. And people we hire around here.
Yeah, I mean, since we've been here, that door, it's just people who just trying to come in and this is an off night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
I feel really grateful to be here. I push to be here because the local government doesn't make it easy.
Yeah.
But it's juice is worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
You know?
So if we're manifesting, what are we manifesting for Craig? And what are we manifesting for June's Pizza?
time to sleep
Yeah.
would be one.
Some sleep, Craig.
That's a desire of mine. But I gotta earn that. It's okay. And yeah, just to never lose sight of the fact that we're a small little pizzeria making 2 pizzas. Don't let it become more complicated. That's we lose track of sometimes. It's crazy. It can just be that simple. So.
Yes. Well, it goes back to like, you know, knowing your limits, right? And living within that space with joy and with purpose. And I see you doing that, so I just want to acknowledge that.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're gonna stick around just a tiny bit more because you're gonna play What's in My Selfie for the Patreon. This Patreon, what? Patreon. Patreon.com/MeMeCherry Productions. That's where you at home can help keep this show going, keep this show on the road. It helps me pay my amazing guests their booking fees. It helps me pay my amazing talent behind the camera for their help. You help me keep my mission statement alive, so thank you for supporting over at MeMeCherry Productions. Patreon.com/MeMeCherry Productions. But now, I know, in this economy, we don't have a lot of money. So you can also just go over to YouTube, hit a like, hit a subscribe, leave a pondering emoji, leave a plane emoji, and leave an old ship cruiser emoji. If you're listening to this on an audio podcast form, Apple Podcasts, anything like that, leave a review. It helps a tiny show like mine grow. And you come back for the next show, all right? We'll see you around.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events.